passing the newsstand right now. You got time to talk? Bet. I'll be right there. What's good, everybody, and welcome to another session of FG2G Girl Talks. And today we are attempting to answer that infamous question of, like, honestly, why are you single? Okay, so straight off the bat, we know that there are always people who are totally fulfilled in life. They are getting love from, their family and friends, and, they just have amazing things going on or whatever, and they just don't really have the desire to be in a romantic relationship. Like, that's not a priority for them. Like, they are totally cool with being single, like, for real. So we're not talking about those type of people. I think that's a beautiful thing. But we're talking about the people who do desire to be in a romantic relationship. We're posing the question to you, why are you single? And I think a lot of us, we focus on, so many other factors, but maybe this conversation, it might be a little different than what you think. So stay tuned. Before we get started, big shout out to everybody who responded and commented to the status that I posted, just asking the same question. I appreciate all of the input, all of the opinions, but there was one that really stuck out. One of the ladies was saying that on her first therapy session, she was told that basically you're single because you choose to be single. So that's number one. It's a choice. You are single because that's your choice. Now, I kind of thought that was empowering. That's powerful. Like the ball is in your court type of situation, because it's like, okay, do tell. And the way I took it is, listen. We've probably all got those people in our lives that we could call up right now or text and say, hey, it's me. Yeah, how you doing? Great. You remember in 05 and stuff when you asked me to be your girlfriend and stuff, and I was like, ew, no, you ain't nobody. You don't fit the bill for me. And I curved you. I think I've had a change of heart, and I think that if you ask me now, I would say yes. If you just want to say it again, yeah, yes, I will be your girlfriend. Okay, so it's official. You can put it on Facebook and stuff, but don't tag me in it. Just say in a relationship, and I'll do the same. And I guess we just start going places. Maybe. Oh, all right, babe. You could do that. You literally could do that right now. We've probably all got those people that we could hit up. Is that shiesty? I don't even know quite what shiesty means. Is that trifling? Yes, it is. And you probably not doing that. Why? Because you would rather be single than to find yourself settling for a situation that your heart is not in. But at its most basic form, and I know that single, I guess technically means not married, but for the video, let's include not in a relationship as well. You could technically be in a relationship if you chose that. But we don't want just anything. We don't want just anybody. We want our heart to be in it. We want there to be a genuine connection and a fulfilling, something fulfilling about it. Okay? So number one, you're single because you choose to be. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. At least you got some standards. That's good. So number two, all right, so we've got those standards, at least some basic ones. Those are necessary. Those are important. But some of us have a lot of preferences as well. You know, we've built up this ideal guy in our heads, and there's nothing there's nothing wrong with having preferences. Okay, whether it be I prefer him to be taller than me, I prefer him to be like bigger, you know, in stature than I am. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm towering over him. I like when they have facial hair, or I like when they get their hair cut every week, or, you know, I want him to be intellectual. I want this, or I want that. Preferences. You know, now some things are maybe standards, but, you know, a lot of us have preferences. And that's cool. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we are, let me see here, we are requesting things from other people that we're not necessarily requiring of ourselves. And that's a problem. Like, it's easy to, like, sit back and order stuff like, this is what I want, that, put a little that in there. I gotta have that. But what are you delivering? Are you delivering at all? You know, if the man of your dreams, whoever you have in mind that you're low-key holding out for, if he were to approach you today, you know, if he were to walk by you, be in the same room with you or whatever, would he stop and take notice? The way that you carry yourself, are you attracting the same kind of man that you find yourself attracted to? What are you bringing to the table? While you're requesting so many things that are not necessarily deal breakers or makers, what are you bringing? Would he be attracted to the way you carry yourself? And you carrying yourself is not always you physically. It's like your whole being, your personality. Just in general, ask yourself that question. Because it's not always about, you know, what they do and what they don't do, blah, blah, blah. What you doing, sis? What you doing? Like, you want him to get out the barber chair, like, once a week? You know, are you doing what you can do with your little style? You know, I mean, are you keeping yourself up? You want him to be able to attend these black tie affairs and stuff. I mean, you know, can you go along with him? Can you accompany him? Can you hold your own in a conversation? You know what I mean? Like, you want him to be intellectual. I mean, is your conversation intellectual, or are you immature? Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you're requesting of your future partner, are you bringing that? Some of us are not. So just ask yourself that question. All right, y'all. So number 3, sometimes the only unattractive thing, or maybe sometimes the reason we are single, is simply because of the negative self-talk that we allow to come out of our mouths. Period. Some of us are, you know, extremely attractive in various ways. We got it going on in multiple capacities. Like, we're awesome. And other people can see the beauty that makes us us, but we're not aware. And a lot of times we allow our insecurities to speak for us. And sometimes that's the only turn off. Like, dang. Yeah, think about it like this. Say you are, you know, the waitress in a restaurant, and this is a vital role. You run the risk of making or breaking an experience like that. That's important. And say Mr. Right comes in there and he sits at your table in your section, and something brought him into the restaurant. He was intrigued. He was attracted. And he sits down, and of course he's looking at the menu and everything, but of course making, you know, conversation, interacting. He's like, you know, what's good here? What would you recommend? And here you go. Well, like that, I don't know. Like the appetizers, they're just, it's nothing special. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, they come from the frozen food section, and you know what I mean? Like, they're okay, probably like overpriced and everything, so you might not want to do that. I don't know. The entrees, you know, we have various kinds of chicken dishes, and I mean they're okay. Like I said, nothing special. And you know, as far as like desserts, all we have is like pie. You probably don't even like pie, so I don't even know why I'm saying that. Sis, he came into the restaurant because he was attracted to whatever it is you're serving up. Okay? You don't have to sell yourself. He's already intrigued. Just don't sell yourself short. Number 4. Some of us are single simply because we just don't know how to receive the things we're asking for, i.e. love. Now, you know, it's normal and it's common to hear people say, I just want to love and be loved. And it's like warm and fuzzy. It's heartfelt. We truly do mean it. But when the opportunity comes along, all of a sudden it's like, oh, stranger danger. You know, this is like a foreign concept. You want to do nice things for me? Hold up. Hey, you want to care for me? Wait a minute. This is it's weird. Now this is like internal dialogue kind of stuff. This is how we be feeling. Like this is not the warm and fuzzy stuff I fantasized about. I don't know how to take this in. I don't know how to receive it for real in real life. This is weird. And it's just, listen, I've been watching, I'm being extra right now, but I've been watching a lot of Sarah Jakes Roberts, and in one of her messages, she was saying, many have learned to survive without the things that they needed. But just because you've learned to survive without it, doesn't mean that it was never needed. It's just that we have taken on this, I guess, mentality of, I don't want to come across as what? Needy. And so we have like persuaded ourselves that I'm good. No, I'm cool. I'm self-sufficient over here, you know. And so when people are trying to give to us, it's like, hold up. Holla, holla, holla. So it sounds good to say, I just want to love and be loved. But we've persuaded ourselves we didn't need that from people. So when you've persuaded yourself you didn't need it, it becomes hard to receive. And sometimes you don't know it until you be trying to get into relationships. You know what I mean? And so it's fixable. It is truly fixable, but we do have to stay in prayer because everybody is not for you. But, you know, we can learn to be open to people who are. So it's a matter of us working on it. All right, so number 5, this is the last little tidbit I got. What can we call this? You know, you might be single right now, but we've got to learn to shed the single mentality. You know, and what I'm trying to say is when it's just you and you don't have to consult anybody, you know, that's cool for what it is. But understand that when you get into a relationship, it's not all about you. Okay, we have got to learn how to communicate effectively, have healthy coping skills. We have to learn to be considerate and compromise. Because like I said, it's not all about you, you know, period. So we have to break out of that mentality of, you know, what I want, what I need. This is a teamwork, baby. You know, it's teamwork. So act like it. All right. I don't know. That's all I got. This is just my opinions and things that I've heard from other people. If you have any other input that you would like to input, then please do that. This is FG2G and I will see you next week. Peace.